So we haven't won the Premier League. And we were knocked out of the Champions League in the round of 16. And Manchester City have won the league. But we can come second, and we can beat them in the second to last game of the season to make us come second. So, if we beat the best team, then, technically that makes us, the best team. I mean, my logic does stand to reason. Hey guys, and welcome back to the series finale of the FM23 Manchester United beta save with me, Raxo FM, and without Cristiano Ronaldo, where today we are playing against Manchester City in the final, the second to last game, but realistically, we don't care about this West Ham game. Even if we lose this game, I mean, no matter what, we're going to get Champions League football. No matter what, we're not winning the league. We really just care about this Manchester City game and, of course, the end of season review and finding out what we are going to be doing next on this channel, who we are going to be doing our next series with. I have officially decided in my mind, so you will know at the end of this video. If you have enjoyed this series, I want you to smash the like button on today's video, as well as subscribing to the Rex FM YouTube channel so you don't miss that next series. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you for the support on this series. It's been pretty surprising to me, just because of the fact that, there is a lot of United saves out there. And to be fair, I've been very irregular with my upload schedule, and some of the videos have just been massive jumps of time. So the fact that you guys have stuck around, continued watching all of the videos, been supportive of my content, it actually means the world to me, so I really appreciate it. Can we please smash 10 likes on this final episode to celebrate ending it on a high as we find out if Manchester United is better than Manchester City. To be fair, Manchester City does have Jurgen Klopp at the helm, so I feel like that does give them a slight advantage, and we are versing a team that is, of course, the league winners. But we're not going to pull out excuses. We're going to go over what has happened since last time we saw each other. Just wins for us. And that is exactly the way we want to end the season. I'm not sure if I showed you this Arsenal game, actually. We lost that. Aside from that, it was just wins. And some decent wins in there. But unfortunately, Manchester City, I think, have only picked up wins in that time too. So they are certainly a decent side. They also got knocked out in the Champions League round of 16. Who's in the final? It is Bayern and Barcelona. Not even the teams that knocked us out. But that's alright. This is the team that we're going with for our final game on camera. You know what? We're getting Guehi in there because I believe he deserves to start it. We've got Rashford, Anthony, Fernandes, Sancho, Casemiro, Bellingham, Dalot, Varane, Guehi. We've got GV, Lafont, and we have some beautiful substitutes. Let's jump into this game and hope that we can end this series on a high. I'm not showing the West Ham game. We will simulate that off camera, but of course, coming back for the end of season review, as I said before. Let's pick off from where we left off last night, and let's come away with a win. They are playing for nothing here. They do not care about winning the title anymore because it is completed. They have won it. We have not put them down to the last minute like we probably should have, but we could seriously upset a party here. I feel like getting a loss to your local rivals in the last couple of games of the season is always going to put a wee damper on the fact that you have won the league. But realistically, they do deserve to win it. They're the better of the two sides in terms of the longevity of the league. But gosh, it would be lovely to show that we're up and around them. And here we go. It is a 1-0 lead. But Rashford has scored an offside goal once again. I can tell. He's just miles offside. I don't even need the review to see that. It's not being allowed. He's a pretty far distance offside in that equation. But we will take it because we have seriously put some pressure on to start with. 2 minutes on the clock. Already put the ball into the back of the net. That's mentally going to be draining them. They're going to be thinking, oh, they're here to play. And we are here to play. This time you cannot rule it out for offside. Marcus Rashford with his 46th goal of the season, and I believe his 41st goal of the Premier League season. This man has been incredible for us this year and for this entire save. Last year in the Prem he got something like 40 goals as well. This year it looks like he's going to get around the same. Amazing player. I just didn't expect him to be this good in Football Manager this year. And another player that's been very good for us, Jadon Sancho. Not doing great in real life as Manchester United. Maybe just finally finding his footing in real life. But in the save, mate, he has been lighting us on fire. Scoring goals left, right and centre, getting assists. Very consistent performer for us. So very happy with his performance too. To be honest, most of the players that have been incredible for us have been the Manchester United real players. You know, like we've got Varane, who's played incredibly well. We've got Fernandes, Sancho, Rashford, Antony. Even the midfielders like Eriksen and Casemiro were really good for us early doors. So they have an incredible foundation if you want to start a save with Manchester United. You really have no excuses. And then with the budget, the pull power that they have, and players like Bruno Fernandes, you cannot complain about this team. And I cannot believe we're 3-0 up. The FM gods have heard me. They just have. They know that it's the last game of the series on camera. They know that if we win it, it's going to confirm second place, and we won't need to show we don't need to worry about the West Ham game, and we're going to just end it on a high. I respect that. Thank you, Football Manager. Normally you're not that nice to me, but gosh, you are being nice to me today. It's 3-0. We've just hit the woodwork. We've scored an offside goal. I did not think this kind of domination would occur. To be honest, if this kind of domination occurred earlier, we might have won the league. I think the signings of GV and Bellingham were massive ones for us because they just have added a little bit more quality into a not an unquality team at all, but like, you know, a bit of a weaker spot. Rashford, why are you not running in there and just tapping it home? I mean, there must be a reason, but it seems like there was no reason for that. Oh well, we'll move on. 3 minutes to go until halftime, and of course I'm going to give them all the praise in the world for this performance. The fans are going to be loving it at the home stadium at Old Trafford, and we're going to come away with the win. I already feel it in my bones. But they are bringing on Kevin De Bruyne. He could change the game. I'm not expecting him to change the game with 3 goals, but he could potentially get a consolation for them at some point. But we're still on the attack. They do lose the ball straight away, though, but Bellingham picks it straight back up, goes for a shot. Ortega does manage to collect it very comfortably, and that's the highlight. Okay, nice, good to see. Half an hour to go, and we are going to make a substitute. We're going to bring Sancho off, even though, as I was saying, very good player for us, and we are going to bring him off. We're also going to bring Dalot off. No replacement for Dalot. Varane off, and let's bring Lacroix on for the last half an hour of this game, just to get some fresh legs in there and confirm this win. I mean, it's already basically confirmed. I know I sound really confident here, but I think I have a very good reason to be confident. If you're looking at the scoreline, looking at the things that we have seen on the screen, it's a dominant performance. We're the better of the two sides today. We're not normally, but we are today, and it is being confirmed by the scoreline. Sancho, get it out of there, and that's the end of the highlight. And again, we're on the ball for the highlight. Lacroix is going to play it over to Bellingham. Bellingham all the way up to Antony. Antony sees Rashford in the mixer, finds him, puts it into the back of the net. I do think it could be just an inch offside once again. I'm not certain. I'm not certain, though. This one is a goal. It's a goal. Get in. You love to see it. Another goal for Marcus Rashford. It's 48th of the season. Does that make it a hat-trick? I think it is a hat-trick now. That does look off to me. I'm waiting to get the lines pulled up because that looks offside, I have to say. Oh, okay, yep. No, I see that. The left back has made it look like he's offside when he's in a very different angle and keeping him on. Not only 2 goals for Rashford here, but still a very good performance by the man. Let's bring Bruno off. And let's bring Erasmus on because, of course, a bit of a channel legend already, to be honest. Like his video that where I've talked about him has got 500 views, 534 views. I don't quite understand how, but it must have been something to do with me calling it a wonderkid striker in the thumbnail and in the title of the video, but it's gone very well. I mean, that's probably the only reason any of you are still tuning in, to be honest. That video got so much traction, and another goal almost come away there. It is Rasmus coming on for the man who almost scored there, Bruno. But we have the highlight straight afterwards. And I feel like this is a real one because there's no tactical change being made. It is Rasmus that picks it up, plays it into no one. Not a real highlight, was it? No, it wasn't. 20 minutes to go, actually, coming down to 15 in a minute, and it's the highlights galore in this game. You're certainly getting your money's worth, no matter what side you're supporting. But I feel like the United supporters might be slightly happier with the result here. De Bruyne, I told you he could come on and get a consolation, and here it is. It's over the bar. We're even getting lucky in De Bruyne free kick territory. He normally would finish that. He hasn't today, and we're going to make the final substitution. It's going to be Fernandes to come on for Caicedo. Very good signing for us. Hasn't been that insane in the second half of the season, but did a very good job for the early days in this year, and actually deserves to be on the pitch a little bit more than he is. But of course, when you have Bellingham, when you have Caicedo, when you have Eriksen, it is difficult to justify playing that man. And to finish this series on a high, it is Rasmus scoring the last goal, I imagine, that we're going to see. 5-0. And yeah, this form could have come a little earlier. Thanks, boys and girls. Well, I mean, there's only boys in this team, so actually, I could have just said boys there. But I like to be inclusive, but realistically, it is only men on this field. So that's not me being a non-inclusive. That's just me, spitting facts. So apologies. Anthony on the ball, right wing, pumps it in. Is he going to find anyone? No, he does not. We could actually see a final goal. Is it going to be another one? It is off the woodwork. Off the woodwork. I would quite like that Rasmus goal to be the last one because I just love him in the save, and he is the last goal. There we go, confirmed 5-0 win. And we just are better than Manchester City. We just are. We just are. I'm sorry, there's no debate about it now. Ignore the points tallies. Actually, 7 points. If we had had some better performances earlier on, we would still be in that title race. Like, what have we done this year? Have we been really bad, or have they just been really good? 7 losses. The Brentford, Newcastle, Leeds ones probably shouldn't have been lost, but I feel like the rest have been pretty calm. Yeah, Fulham and Crystal Palace probably shouldn't have been draws. Okay, we have slipped up a couple too many times, but then equally, we have beaten them 5-0. Yeah, we did lose to them 2-4 at one point though. But look, it's been a difficult year. We've done well. Rashford's got 42 goals, and we're going to end the season on a high once again by versing West Ham, scoring goals for fun, and winning second place. Well, that's already confirmed. But, season review to come. And don't forget, I'm going to announce our next series soon. So, get hyped for that. Not the most incredible final wins. Not the most convincing final games. But it was a win. And just like that, this series is done. And all there is left to do is to take a look at what we've got for the awards this year. Rashford is the top goal scorer with 43 goals and 5 assists, which is the exact same amount as last season. A slightly lower average rating and 1 extra appearance, so slightly less impressive, but still 43 goals. Incredible. Young player of the season is Caicedo. I was not expecting that, but I'm absolutely thrilled with it because he has been a very good signing for us. Ended up being very cheap for only £35 million. I can't believe I remember that, but he was just such a bargain. And he's gotten a lot of assists, played a lot of games, done a very good job. Great signing he was. And we have players in the best 11. Rashford, Sancho, Antony, and Varane. And now let's go into the season review. I'm hoping that happens when I simulate forward one more time, because it's not up yet, and it normally is up by now. So if it could come, that would be really nice, Footy Manager, because I kind of look like an idiot right now, just talking to the microphone. I'm trying to build some suspense here, boys. Come on, let's get the review. Come on, any moment now. Simulating has taken quite a long time, and there we go. The only trophy that we won was the Community Shield. Okay, the less said about that, the better. The new arrivals this year, obviously, Rasmus was incredible. GV was great. Diaby was decent. I feel like a decent signing. Bellingham, very good signing. Caicedo, very good signing. Lacroix, very good. Enzo, very good. Demiral, very good. I feel like I didn't miss a beat on this year's signings. Lafont, great. Justin was decent. I did slightly overpay for him, in my opinion. And Guehi was great too. I did great with signings this year, I have to say. Ended up, less said about that, the better. Biggest win, 7-0. Match to remember, 4-0. And goal of the season, of course, Rasmus. You gotta love to see that man getting some awards. We've gotten the highest shirt sellers from Rashford, Bruno, and Kunku, Bellingham, and Sancho. And we have lined up like this year. Rashford, Sancho, Fernandes, Antony, Caicedo, Eriksen, GV, Lacroix, Varane, Dalot, and Lafont. I think that Bellingham should definitely be in there. But obviously, Eriksen has played a lot more games, so I understand why he isn't in there. So I can respect that. I feel like that is a fair representation of how we have done this season and how we have lined up. Bruno is the player of the year. Young player of the year is Antony. Signing of the season is Rasmus. Honestly, if you can pick this man up, pick him up. £12 million. What a bargain. And he wasn't even, actually signed by me in the save. You can pick him up for about 10 mil, I guarantee it. Then we've got goal of the season for Rasmus, top goal scorer Rashford. You can read the rest of it if you want to. But we have done a decent job with this team. It would be lovely if we could have managed to actually win the league again. But this is the story of this save. Goodbye, Ronaldo. Back there. We won the Premier League. What else happened? We broke some records. Rashford is prolific. Top goal scorer. Future star. Fernandes, Caicedo, Guehi, Community Shield. Rashford's a World Player of the Year. He's a World Player of the Year. I didn't realise that. We spent a lot of money. We got the top goal scorer, and we made a good impression. So maybe it wasn't as incredible as it could have been. But hey, I've enjoyed this series, and I hope you have too. This is our best 11, and I love that Rasmus has made his way in there. It's just he deserves it. He deserves it. What a player he is, and what a season. What a general save this has been. I've enjoyed it. I hope that you have too. And now I can reveal to you the next save that we're doing for the Raxo FM YouTube channel. Now that the save is wrapped up, the beta save is over, even though it took an absolute age. It is going to be down in the championship. One of these sides here. I can tell you right now, we are doing our next save with West Brom. And I know you're all thinking, Raxo, why on earth have you picked Raxo? West Brom, sorry. And I can tell you right now, it is because West Brom is the first team I have ever done a Football Manager save with. And it was all the way back in, I want to say, like, 2016, FM16, and it was definitely the mobile version. And I did it with West Brom, and we got into the Champions League after the first season, and Matt Phillips managed to win the player of the season in the Premier League. And now, of course, this West Brom side have gone all the way down to the Championship after a decent spell of going up and down for some time, as we can see here, up, down. But now it looks like they are probably going to stay down after a third place finish. And right now in real life, they're not doing too great. They've always been a team that have held a special place in my heart. This is the team that we're going on with next. I'm a bit torn in between what I want to do with the save, though, to be honest, because I know I'm not consistent with uploading these days. So I'm tempted to do full length, like season reviews instead of doing my normal thingamajiggies. But I think I might just keep at it with uploading when I can, when I have the opportunity, instead of doing season long thingies. But gosh, I think it's going to be a good save, and I hope that you're going to enjoy it. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this save. Subscribe so you don't miss that West Brom save. I am pretty sure there will be an intro for that. Hopefully that doesn't get claimed, and I'll see you all later.